Okay, I'm going to do another Trump reading. This one's going to be for February 11th through February 20th. Using the horseshoe spread with the Golden Tarot, Cat Blacks, Golden Tarot, and then clarifiers are the Da Vinci. So the one I've just done, I did for this a current 10-day period. I'm doing this on the 7th, the reading for the 11th through the 20th. I'm doing it on today's the 7th. So the period that the last reading, it's still part. I'm still in that previous reading's time period. It's interesting what happened. Nancy Pelosi did come back into focus, just like the tarot cards had suggested, which was very interesting. And then we did have some Mitt Romney's position, which was a Republican leaving, standing out against Trump was notable. And there has been a lot of infighting. There has been a lot of pointing fingers and infighting because some of the people in the Republican Party in the Senate did say that they felt he was, guilty, but they wouldn't. They didn't want to call witnesses, and they didn't want to go on the record as saying he was guilty. But they said he was guilty, to the cameras and stuff. So the last reading was the reading that is going on now that I still have online. Seems to be, sort of apropos, sort of true. So again, we're going to do this one. This one's going to be for the 11th of February to the 20th. And the dog is whining. I'm going to take a pause. Okay. Alrighty then. Never a dull moment over here in the US of A. Okay, so again, this is for Mr. Trump, President Trump, for February 11th through the 20th, 2020. This past week, he had a lot of good things happen, but he isn't acting celebratory. He's acting very nasty and mean-spirited. He's calling Schiff and Nancy Pelosi evil. I mean, that's not appropriate at all. And the other thing that's happening, of course, is people are Democrats or other people are not. They're being nasty back. So this is going to be a big mess. You reap what you sow, and people are not happy. And I don't know. It's going to be a strange year. Okay, so let's go. This is February 11th through the 20th. Here he is, Mr. Trump. King of Cups. One more quick shuffle. Let's see what we got. I'll check that top again. I think we're okay on here. Water. Yeah, a lot of snow. It's really bright in here, and not so much from the sun. The sun isn't really out. It's very cloudy, but the snow is so bright that I'm getting a lot of light in this room, which is nice. Okay, let me see how that looks. Oh, let's go. Maybe we can put a little bit more on this. Okay. All right. So this is February 11th. So the recent past is here, before February 11th. It's the Five of Coins. Five of Coins is a loss, experiencing loss, a feeling of being left out in the cold. So this is how he begins this 10-day period. Feeling a loss, feeling left out in the cold. his certain present situation, that's recent past, and this is how he's feeling now. There's a strength card, okay? So maybe that's, maybe he's feeling stronger. Maybe he starts off from a place of loss, but then feels some strength coming on. You know, that's how we all, you know, we all have this ebb and flow to our own lives where we get down and then we come back up and then we go back down and we come back up. So there's a strength card, which is a major arcana. So we're going to learn about where he's getting the strength from, and we'll talk more about that. This is hidden influences. Yeah, this is Nine of Swords. This is, you know, sleepless nights, nightmares, the nightmare card. So hidden influences. He may show strength, but maybe he's having some, when he's by himself, alone, he realizes that, you know, he's not feeling so great. But we'll do clarifiers on that as well. This is the obstacles. Another Eight of Swords. So we got more problems with his thoughts, feeling trapped. Swords are thinking and communication, and it is a challenging suit. So there's some challenges up here. Now the community, what's the community? The Hangman, it's a different perspective. It's a major arcana. It's also the Sacrifice card. It's a very interesting card, the Hangman. Usually it's a stasis card. It's not movement. It's someone who's sitting back and looking at a situation and trying to figure out what to do and what's going on. It's seeing things from a different perspective. Now this is the community card. So someone may be looking at him in a different way. It could be good or it could be bad. I don't know. But there's no action. Right now it's just it's a mode of just watching, looking. It's perception. It's changing the way you see things. Looking at things upside down. Current action. The Nine of Cups, it's a wonderful card to have in current action. It's very hopeful. It's wishful. It's wish fulfillment. So he does rally it's in the next 10 days with this wish card, the Nine of Cups. And we'll learn more about that. And then the final outcome is the Ten of Cups. Happy family. So now this week, 10-day period from the 11th to the 20th, you can see the difference. I mean, there's some challenges here and here on this side, but we come over here and we see a totally different perspective. It's like he's taking things, seeing things from in a different way that's leading to a lot of happiness, emotional contentment, happy family. But we're gonna do clarifiers on all this and see what it's all about. Definitely should be better than the 2 weeks he's just going through right now, or the 10 days period he's going through right now. Okay, let's see. This is recent past, the Five of Coins, and we can kind of understand where that's coming from. He's had some loss of support from the Republican Party. Mitt Romney came out. Many Republicans actually came out and expressed their concern over him and how he behaved and what he did. They didn't want to take him out or call witnesses, but they did express their concern. So he did have he did experience some loss in his support, at least in the Senate. And then, so I can understand that card. So when he comes in with this, the 11th, this 10 period with strength. Let's see what that strength is about. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Coins. That's where you're fine-tuning something. You're working on a project or working on something that you're good at, but you're making it better. You're working on something to make it better. You're fine-tuning something. So he's fine-tuning something practical. And then he gets the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is, in the Rider-Waite-Smith, it's walking away. It's taking a break. Some people read it as going away, but then coming back, just kind of almost like a meditation card where you leave your emotions behind just to get a different perspective, but you'll be back. But a lot of people say that it's in Eight of Cups is you're leaving the cups behind, you're leaving your emotions behind, and you're going in search of yourself again, going on another journey to search in search of yourself. And that could be interesting with this, and with the Strength card, that may prove very well. This is two eights. Eights are they're very solid. They're two fours. They're very dense, solid stability, but they also denote. They can denote all kinds of changes as well, certain change. And then we have the Three of Swords. So, we got this Three of Swords, which is kind of a heartbreak. So what does that mean? He's got the Strength card, which is really good. So he's getting strength from somewhere, from something, some sort of support, I would think. And this could be fine-tuning something. This could also be a money card. Maybe he's hearing something about money that's making him happy, and that would, make him happy. Maybe he's seeing other options because of this. I don't think this is anything that's going to happen in our own, what we'll see as people that just live in the same country with him. I think this might be something that's going on behind the scenes. Because I don't know that he has anything coming up in the next couple weeks that would show us if he was going to be at some kind of special, world event or anything like that. So this could be happening behind the scenes. But there's also some disappointment that comes out of it. So it's okay. He's got a lot of things going on there. The Nine of Swords, of course, is a nightmare card. Let's see what brings that on. The Five of Swords, which is strife, change. So you got sword on swords. That's a lot of mental anguish, a lot of mental stuff going on. And this is in the hidden influences. So there is a lot of stuff that he's worried about and thinking about. We got the Ten of Pentacles. This is another wonderful card, and this also could mean money, because that's what makes him happy. It could be money. So we got some anguish here, and it may be over money or over his family. Let's see, what's the third card here? Getting all these high cards. Look at all these cards. 8s, 9s, and 10s. 9s and 10s. And this is all significant. So we have the Nine of Cups here and the Nine of Cups here. That's, wish fulfillment. We have the Ten of Cups here. This is the Ten of Pentacles, but, very similar energy. Very positive energy. Then we got these two 8s. These 8s and Pentacles. It's the Cups. The Cups and the Pentacles are showing up all over the place. This is really interesting. This is going to be a very good 9 days for him. I mean, you can't deny it. There's also its counter. The counterweight of it is the sword energy that's here, which is really interesting too. So there's some mental anguish, but then we have all this positive energy coming through in both his family, his emotions, and also in his success, in his home, his money, these are all really good cards for all those things. This is obstacles, so let's see how this goes. The Eight of Swords are obstacles. This is the Ace of Swords, so we got more swords, Ace of Swords. That's clarity. That's a whole new suit, a whole new beginning, and that's a very, it's very decisive. It's clarity of thought. And we got that Four of Cups. I always read this as him pushing something away. He's pushing something away. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Fire. That could be a person in his world. I don't know who that is. That could be someone. We've identified the Queen of Cups as Nancy Pelosi, so I don't think it's Nancy Pelosi. But there is a woman that is possibly part of this whole feeling trapped, not sure what to do. She's kind of bound up. She can't see what she's going. She's got these swords around her. So you got another sword suit coming up. as an ace. It's a potential of a lot of things, of all the of what swords mean, which is intelligence, expression, communication, thinking, communication. Then he's pushing something away. So I'll have to think about this. This is an interesting. I've never got this many good cards from him. Just sort of curious if the Six of Swords will show up. The Hangman, that's someone in the community who's taking a different look at him. It's the Knight of not the Knight, the Page of Pentacles. Pages usually bring messages. I always see it as shedding light. So this is a very interesting card. There's something happening here in the community that is looking at him from a very different perspective. And they're watching him. And I think they're supporting him. They're giving him an idea for something, he should behave. And here we have a King of Swords. Well, again, we have more swords. This is a king that's very analytical, makes decisions, clarifies the situation. This person here, or whatever's happening here, is pretty powerful. And it seems whatever's happening here is really going to make a difference for him, a dramatic difference. And it's unusual because I don't think he listens to anybody, but apparently he's listening to somebody. And then that's the Eight of Wands, which did not show up before. This is a new Eight of Wands. That's where a lot of activity, and in the Rider-Waite-Smith, it's a lot of energy, a lot of fiery energy happens. A lot of activity, a lot of fiery energy. So that's interesting, and we're going to go with this. Now, what happens is then his current action, the action for the next 10 days will be the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card. And he gets another Page of Cups, another new energy, young energy coming forward with an offering, with a message. And it's also emotional support, healing, intuition. We get the Lover's card. Such a weird card because you can't see your legs. It's kind of a weird card. But anyways, I haven't pulled the Lover's card ever with this deck on this with his readings. So here we have a Lover's card where it could be it's a relationship of some kind. It's a choice of some kind. It's choosing what he likes, what he wants, what he loves, and he's going after it. Another powerful card because it's a major arcana. So he's given a choice and he takes it. He's given a choice of love and he takes it. He decides to go with the Lover's card. And where does that lead? To the King of Pentacles. This is another person here on this in this reading. We have these people that are coming in. I don't know if they're riding to his. He's trying to save him or try to help him. There's a King of Pentacles here. There's a King of Swords here. They're coming over on this side. And so I think he's getting reinforcements of some kind. Something has happened. Something dramatic has happened here in the sense that this is so different than usual. This reading is so different than past readings with him. Let's see what this happy family is about. We got the Seven of Cups. Choices he has to make. But again, we get all this cup energy, this beautiful cup energy that's healing and supportive and loving and fulfilling. And then we have the Knight of Swords. We have this play of the emotions and the intellect. Knight of Swords, of course, rides in, ready to take on the battle. And then we have the Emperor. Okay, so another major arcana. The Emperor is someone who's there's this sacred feminine, the sacred masculine. It's a very masculine card, but it's a very in some decks this is called patriarchy, but in most decks it's the best of a man. It's the one who's responsible and who's take charge and who is a loving, kind person. He's married to the Empress. He's with the Empress, but it's someone who is who is not cruel or any kind of way. He's someone who is supportive of the minions, who's makes great decisions, who is like the what do you call that king who's a good king? There's a name for that good king. It's there is no, I don't know if there's a good king out there, but there's a name for that. So I don't know, what do we have here? I mean, I'm sort of flummoxed because I don't even know what to say. This is just so dramatically different than the last 10 days and the 10 days that we're in right now. This is very, very different. Now, he comes from a place of loss, and from that place of loss, he's given strength. And that's not unusual. When we do experience loss, true loss, it does oftentimes, after we sort of process that, we sort of have to, by nature, react and react in a positive way, and then become stronger to go on. I mean, if you don't get stronger, then you get weaker. But this is strength. So he's learned from this, and he's moving forward. And he's moving forward, and he's getting the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Coins, which is fine-tuning something practical. He's also getting the Eight of Cups, which is the Eight of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith is walking away. But I don't see that here. I see it as this very stability. All of a sudden he's become very, very stable in his emotions, stable in the way he behaves. And there is some heartbreak, but this isn't going to be manageable because he got the strength and he's got these two very stable cards. These kind of, the eights are also sort of like a confidence card. They're like, you're building your confidence. You're becoming more who you are. And it's in a good way, not a bad way. So that's good. That's very good. Now, what he has in his hidden influences are, of course, Nine of Swords is a nightmare card, and then he gets the Five of Swords, which is conflict and things like that. But then he gets more good news. He gets the Ten of Pentacles, which is, again, the happy family. It's over, this is the Cups. It's a happy family. It's completion. It's a wonderful card to have. And then he also gets the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is over here, and this is the Wish card. So whatever problems he's going through, he comes out of that. Comes out of that. I mean, these cards to me they don't look like Trump. They look like somebody else. I don't know who. But I mean, hey, we'll see what happens. Okay, he starts, the places of obstacles are, again, feeling trapped, his mind going over and over again, thinking the same thoughts, the evil thoughts he has. But then he gets the Ace of Swords. It's a new way of thinking. It's more clarity that's coming in, a new cycle. That's good. He has the Four of Cups, but it's something he's pushing away. Four of Cups usually is kind of being bored, or of the cup suit. It's kind of like not being aware of what you're being given. And then he has the Queen of Wands. I don't know who that is, but this is obstacle position. So there's something here. A woman is involved. Maybe there's an offer here that he doesn't want. So he's struggling with this. There is an obstacle here, but for some reason, over here it's almost not even considered. He starts out with the community. There's something in the community, which is someone in the community that is looking at the situation in a very different way, and I think it's being very helpful to him. He's showing him like something that he should do, a way he should act, or an idea of how to proceed. It's another king of swords, so someone he knows is going to help him. And another 8, which again is that energy that's sort of building confidence. It's all this energy going on, and this is a very stasis card, but this takes him into moving forward again. The 8, And then where does he go with that? Well, he gets into the eights and he gets into the Nine of Cups. He gets another message, and he gets another message from another young energy of hope and healing and emotional fulfillment. And then he finds a lover card, which is a wonderful card to have. I mean, it's all good. It's all, a choice, but it's also love, intuition, doing well. And then there's another person here too helping in this King of Pentacles. Another very practical king. So we got these two kings here. I don't know who these are. These are different people. They're helping him. And then here, the final outcome of the 10 days is he has to make a choice. There's the 7. Sevens are an evaluation of a situation, and those are, cups. That's of emotions and feelings. So he's kind of looking inward, being introspective. I mean, that's unusual. And then we have the Knight of Swords, moving forward aggressively. And then we have the Emperor. We have these 3 men here. I don't see them as Trump. I see them as supports to him. And I don't know what's going on. It's just really, because all the times I've read on Trump, they're all online, and they've always been, there's always been a 6 of Swords. There's no 6 of Swords in this. First time there's been no 6 of Swords. So I don't know what's happening, but there is a dramatic turn here, and a dramatic turn for the better for him. Now, what is that turn? Does he leave? Does he, go to the hospital or something where he gets help? I think the man needs help. And maybe this is the week, this 11-day period, the 20th, the 10-day period, 11th to the 20th, where he'll maybe he'll get some help here from someone, and he'll be able to maybe chill out or something. I don't know. He's going to chill out. It'd be good for him to chill out. Okay, so this is my Trump reading, a very unusual Trump reading. But this is what the cards are saying, so I'm going to go with it and just put it online, see what happens. In summary, it's a very positive. He's got some mental issues here, some mind issues that are holding him back. But there's something here where someone is really going to ride in and help him, give some strength. I think there's a strength card here. There's this person riding in, and then from that, he sort of becomes more integrated and becomes happier. So that's my reading. Interesting. Wow. We shall see. Thanks for watching.